Because we all know what Halloween is really about. Candy. Sweet sugar treats. This Halloween, Americans will spend $2.2 billion on candy. Although, to be fair, that does include Necco wafers, which might be better classified as coagulated dust. But here, how prevalent sugar is in almost everything that we eat. Look at Clamato juice, the original tomato cocktail with clam. One serving has 11 grams of sugar in it. So they clearly thought, well, look, let's improve the taste by adding sugar, instead of thinking, let's improve the taste by removing the clam. And now, cranberries are, I think we can all agree, nature's most disgusting berry. Cranberries taste like cherries who hate you. Cranberries taste like what a raspberry drinks before its colonoscopy. And the industry knows it. They are proposing, in the spirit of Halloween, that product manufacturers express their sugar content in the form of candy, specifically circus peanuts. The most disgusting of all the candies. They taste like an elephant ejaculated into a packet of Splendor. And there is more than 5 grams of sugar in each one of these horrified things. So don't necessarily have. The death penalty is like the McRib. When you can't have it, it's so tantalising. But as soon as they bring it back, you think, this is ethically wrong. Should this be allowed in a civilised society? Look at those 2 examples. First, Abu Zubaydah. The CIA have claimed that subjecting him to enhanced interrogation disrupted 2 plots. But it turns out he disclosed those plots before he was waterboarded. And the report now tells us that they were judged to be infeasible, those plots. And in one case, hilariously infeasible, because it concerned 2 would-be terrorists who had, and this is true, proposed a plot based on a satirical internet article entitled How to Make an H-Bomb, which instructed people to enrich uranium by placing it in a bucket, attaching it to a 6-foot rope and swinging it around your head as fast as possible for 45 minutes. And we all know that is not how to make an H-bomb. That is the brewing process for Bud Light Lime. That's a fact. That's just a scientific fact. It's how they do it.
Riblets, Applebee's has riblets. All that you can eat now, riblet.
Sadness, sadness, sadness. Let food replace your sadness. Stuff riblets in that hole in your heart. Wow. A cheeseburger with hot dog and potato chips. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the new Confederate flag. It's a good thing. So many of us have access to plenty of relatively inexpensive food. I love the fact that we live in a country with Cap'n Crunch, Peanut Butter Crunch, Chocolatey Crunch, Sprinkled Donut Crunch, Cinnamon Roll Crunch, Christmas Crunch, and Halloween Crunch. I will even defend Oops All Berries Crunch, a cereal so unnecessary that its actual name includes an apology for its existence. But it does seem insane. How can the people who make the meat we eat the most barely be making a living? We eat chicken when it's been popcorned, when it's been fingered, and when it's in Disney's mouse-shaped nuggets, which, incidentally, is a little legally suspicious. Listen, there might be mouse in these, but we technically told you, so you cannot sue. This 87% of chickens are raised this way. And when the chicken companies describe it, again, over jangly fucking guitars, they make the system sound great for farmers.
Tyson Foods actually owns the feed and the feed bins, and we actually own the chickens in the house. However, the properties, the equipment, the labor, everything around the business on the farm is actually owned by the farmer.
You've got to hand it to them. Jangly guitars simply make anything sound more plausible. Here, I'll show you. Give me some music. Mickey Mouse nuggets take the finest chicken, no mouse, and cover it with breadcrumbs, no mouse. Our nuggets are the epitome of mouseless chicken, 1 mouse. See, it works. But look, I know this story has been depressing, and you might be wondering what you can do. I mean, you could stop eating chicken, but you're not going to do that because chicken is delicious. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it now. Here, delicious. It tastes like armadillo. 7 weeks. of Olive Garden foods. That is pretty much a one-way ticket to the Hospitaliano. Now, according to one of the slides, they no longer put salt in the water they use to boil pasta because that way, this is the reason, they get a longer warranty on their pots. Although what is really shocking there is that Olive Garden uses pots at all. I always just assumed that they microwaved cold pasta between two damp paper towels. That's what it tastes like. The favourite slide shows a photo of the vegetable lasagna on the menu and then juxtaposes that with what customers were actually served. What happened there? I can only presume that between the first and the second photo, that vegetable lasagna developed a massive crystal meth addiction. And if you think...
Pizza maker DiGiorno is under fire tonight about using a Twitter hashtag about domestic violence in order to promote itself. A message saying, "You had pizza," with the hashtag "Why I Stayed."
Wow, DiGiorno. That is a fuck-up. I did not think you could do anything more viscerally offensive than produce a microwavable pizza, but I was wrong.
Well, Mr. Bance had the misfortune of being caught up in a marketplace investigation into the ethics of appliance repair businesses who do house calls. Jerry Bance responded to a service call at a house that was equipped with hidden cameras as part of the marketplace investigation, and those cameras caught him urinating in a homeowner's coffee mug, dumping the urine into a kitchen sink, giving it a quick rinse, and then putting it back into the sink.
Oh, that is absolutely disgusting, although it is surprising Canada was so shocked about urine in a mug, considering that's exactly what Labatt Blue tastes like. But amazingly, of October, which across the nation means that we are all looking at this and thinking, I don't know why, but I simply have to drink that. Yes, it's that special time of year where we voluntarily imbibe pumpkin spice lattes, the coffee that tastes like a candle. And I don't mean it tastes like a candle smells. Pumpkin spice lattes taste like a candle tastes. Don't ask me how I know that. But per year, which is more than the amount of pumpkin in 5 pumpkin pies. And pumpkin pie is the most seasonal food there is. It is only good from the moment Thanksgiving dinner ends until just after you have taken your first bite of it. 5 pounds of... The folks that make candy that you can mix with milk decided that despite very aware that we're extremely lucky here on HBO, we don't have advertisers. So if I want to say that, for instance, Cadbury cream eggs are filled with dolphin sperm, or that Old Navy clothing makes you look like a tacky murderer, or that Snickers only satisfies you for about 8 minutes, then makes you hate yourself for the rest of the day, I can do all of those things. Okay, first, nobody should be buying pre-made asparagus water when you make it yourself every time you eat asparagus. And second, of the world's most affordable heart disease. It's the restaurant whose logo represents the 2 massive spikes in blood pressure you'll experience after eating there. Well, they rolled out...
No preservatives, no additives. It's all beef and there's no pink slime. That's good. Yeah, that's really good. Nice.
There's something a little suspicious about the way they're celebrating the fact that their food is made out of food.
You know a man that you care about, or you are a man, make him drink 8 ounces of pomegranate juice a day, because what it does for prostate cancer is amazing.
Or really, just give him a pomegranate enema instead. Just shove a bottle of pomegranate juice up his arse and squeeze it. You'll be amazed at the results. I may or may not